this is so much fun. Here comes Andy Pandy in Andy Pandy Land.
It was a windy morning, just the sort of morning, thought Looby Loo, for hanging the washing out to dry. Teddy saw what Looby Loo was doing, so he asked if he could help. Looby Loo said he could. Teddy was very quick indeed at hanging out the washing. Looby Loo told him it wasn't a race. But Teddy didn't listen. He was trying so hard to be quick that he fell over the washing basket and Looby Loo's sheet was blown away by the wind. Teddy was so busy chasing after the sheet that he didn't notice Andy Pandy. What a bump! "Windy, isn't it?" said Teddy. Andy Pandy agreed. In fact, he said, the wind had given him an idea. Teddy was so interested to see what Andy Pandy's idea was, he quite forgot about Looby Loo's sheet. Teddy was getting more and more interested in what Andy was doing. He had found a sheet of stiff card, a pair of scissors, and some paints. Next, he found some glue in the cupboard. Last of all, Andy Pandy found 2 thin bamboo sticks and some string. Teddy was itching to know what Andy Pandy was up to. "You'll see," said Andy Pandy. Andy Pandy put some bright blobs of paint on one half of the card. Then he folded the card over. When he unfolded the card again, Andy had made a beautiful butterfly. Now it was time to cut it out. Teddy wanted to do the cutting out, but Andy said that you have to be very careful when you use scissors. He'd better do it. But he'd let Teddy do some gluing later. Orby was going to pay a visit on some of his friends when he had the surprise of his life. Looby Loo's sheet landed on him and got him quite tangled up. Poor Orby, he didn't know what had happened or where he was going. Andy had told Teddy to tie the string to the bamboo sticks. Next, Andy Pandy said it was time to glue the sticks to the back of the butterfly. Andy Pandy told Teddy to be careful, but he wasn't careful. Poor Orby was still stuck in the sheet. Missy Hissy didn't know what was making all the noise outside her house. She was a bit frightened. She called for help. Tiffo had heard Missy Hissy. He told her that he'd help to get rid of whatever it was. Orby didn't know what was happening, but he didn't like it. Tiffo and Missy Hissy were very surprised to see Orby. It had been him in the sheet all the time. Orby said he was sorry and that he hadn't meant to frighten Missy Hissy, but with the sheet covering him, he hadn't known where he was. Missy Hissy looked at the sheet. Where had it come from, she wondered. Tiffo said he thought it might belong to Looby Loo. He said he'd take it to Looby Loo and ask if it was hers. At last, Andy Pandy and Teddy had finished what they were making. It was a kite, and it flew beautifully in the wind. Andy Pandy said they should take it to show to Looby Loo. Then Teddy remembered about the sheet. He thought he'd better try to find it. Looby Loo wasn't very pleased about her sheet. She asked Andy Pandy if he'd seen Teddy. Andy Pandy said he'd been helping him to make the kite. Teddy said he was sorry he couldn't find Looby Loo's sheet anywhere. Looby Loo said Tiffo had found it, what was left of it. Teddy was very, very sorry for being so forgetful. Looby Loo couldn't stay angry with Teddy for long, so she forgave him. And it was a particularly beautiful kite, and such fun to fly.